Raider Nation, you're in the right place at the right time because the fire is lit. It's your boy, BOMBSHELL, coming straight from the heart of the Black and Silver Nation, bringing you the hottest Las Vegas Raiders news for all you diehards who live and breathe this team like I do. Today, we're diving into a story that's shaking up Allegiant Stadium. Our defensive king, Maxx Crosby, dropped some truth bombs about Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. And trust me, this is going to hit you right in the feels as a passionate fan. So grab your ice-cold drink, throw on that Raiders hoodie with a shield, and ride with me on this journey. The rivalry with the Chiefs is more alive than ever, and what our Mad Max said on his podcast is pure fuel for our 2025 hopes. Raider Nation, are you ready to feel the ground shake with the latest Las Vegas Raiders news? Let's roll, because this energy is ours and nobody's holding us back. Picture this. Maxx Crosby, the guy who lives to hunt quarterbacks like a predator in the wild, sits down at the mic and lets loose about the AFC West's biggest villain, Patrick Mahomes, and his old partner in crime, Cheetah Tyreek Hill. Is he throwing shade at the Chiefs or sending a direct message straight to Kansas City's heart? This teaser is the kind that glues you to your seat, because every word he said is a gut punch to this rivalry. And the best part? It's not just hot air. There's strategy, there's fire, there's Raiders DNA all up in this. Does Crosby think the Chiefs are untouchable, or is he plotting the perfect counterattack with our squad? The answer's coming, Raider Nation, and I promise you won't want to blink as we break down this bombshell that just dropped in the football world. So what's the deal? On January 17th, Maxx Crosby went on his podcast, The Rush, and dropped a grenade right into our rivalry with the Chiefs. He talked postseason, who can stop Mahomes, and left that lingering taste of the Raiders aren't just going to sit back and watch. We're going to unpack every piece of that interview, because this isn't just news, it's a call to war, and I know you, Raider Nation, are riding with me on this one. Over the next few minutes, we'll see how these words hit the Las Vegas Raiders, what they say about our future, and how the 2025 postseason could be the stage for our revenge. I want you all yelling, "Just win, baby," with me as we dive headfirst into the script. So buckle up, because the Las Vegas Raiders news is piping hot, and we're going deep. First off, let me take you back to the roots of this beef. Chiefs versus Raiders is more than football. It's a battle of blood and sweat that goes way back to the 60s in the old AFL days. Kansas City might have Mahomes and the recent rings, but we've got history, passion, and a shield that carries the weight of an entire nation. Every matchup is a chapter in this war, and I know you feel the same chills I do when the anthem hits and the rivalry explodes on the field. And check this. Since Mahomes took over in 2017, the Chiefs have owned us with 15 wins in 19 games. That's nearly an 80% win rate. But don't get it twisted, Raider Nation, because every loss just fuels our hunger to flip the script. With Maxx Crosby leading the defense, we're building something special, and that's what makes his words so damn powerful. Let's get after it. Now, the bomb went off. Last week, Maxx Crosby sat down on a rush and gave a masterclass on the AFC postseason. He looked at the divisional round and said Lamar Jackson of the Ravens and Josh Allen of the Bills are the guys who can take down Patrick Mahomes. Those two are at the top of the league MVP candidates, he said, with that tone of someone who knows what's up, and I bet you felt the pride swelling up inside. But what really got me, Raider Nation, was the way he said it. He gave props to the rivals. But you know Mad Max, he's not just about talk. He's throwing those words out like a subtle challenge. If Lamar and Josh can do it, why not the Raiders? That's the fire that's got me believing 2025 is going to be different. And I want to know what you thought of that interview in the comments. Look, what Crosby didn't say out loud, we feel in our bones. He wants to be the guy who put Mahomes on his back and wipes that smug grin off his face. In the 2024 season, he finished with 8.5 sacks, 47 tackles, and energy that makes the whole stadium stand up. This dude's a beast, and when he talks postseason, I see a clear message to the Chiefs. You might rule now, but the Raiders are lurking. And it's not just fan talk. Crosby sacked Mahomes 4 times in his career, and every one of those plays is a warning shot. He's telling Steve Spagnuolo in Kansas City that the Las Vegas Raiders defense isn't going to be a psychic in 2025. I see him dreaming of a playoff-defining moment, and you? Do you think he's ready to become a legend against these guys? Now, let's talk about the king of Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes. The guy's flying 2025. So far, he's got 3,700 passing yards, 26 touchdowns, and an accuracy that makes any defense sweat bullets. He's in the playoffs right now, facing the Houston Texans in the divisional round. And if he gets past them, it could be Lamar or Josh in the AFC Championship. This is a guy Crosby's got his eyes on, and I know you hate to love his talent as much as I do. But here's the thing, Mahomes isn't invincible. He lost us on Christmas 2023, 20-14, with our defense holding him down tight. That proves the Raiders have the blueprint to topple the throne, and Crosby's words just hammer the hope home. Raider Nation, who do you think's sending him packing this year? Drop it in the comments. And what about Tyreek Hill? The cheetah is in Miami, but he's not living a fairy tale. The Dolphins went 8-9 in 2024, missing the playoffs, and last month he tweeted he misses playing with Mahomes and KC. Picture this, Raider Nation. Hill back with the Chiefs, running like lightning and catching 60-yard bombs against our secondary. It's the kind of nightmare that wakes me up in a cold sweat. But here's the flip side. If he comes back, it's one more reason for our defense to prove we don't mess around. Crosby's faced it in the old days, and I bet he'd love to get his hands on that speedster again. Does that scare you or fire you up, Raider Nation? Tell me what you think of this crazy possibility. Now, take a deep breath, because the Raiders aren't sitting still. Aiden O'Connell took over as the starting QB in Week 13 of 2024 against the Chiefs. That was November 29th, and showed he's got the arm to lead our offense. He threw 2 TDs in that game, and even with the loss, we saw a spark. With him growing and Crosby on defense, I'm feeling like 2025 could be the year we turn it around. And there's more. Our offseason's buzzing. The team's tweaking the roster, bringing in new pieces, and the vibe at practice is different. The Las Vegas Raiders are rebuilding, and I want you believing with me that we could be the underdog nobody sees coming. You feeling that fire? Because I am, and it's burning bright. Let's hit the numbers, because they don't lie. Mahomes has 15 wins in 19 games against the Raiders since 2017, nearly an 80% win rate, a stat that stings every Raider Nation soul. But check this. In 2024, our defense held him in 2 games, keeping the Chiefs under 20 points in one of them. That's proof we know how to make his life tough. And then there's Crosby. For sacks on Mahomes' his career, 8.5 sacks in 2024, an average of 3 tackles per game against KC. These numbers scream that he's our secret weapon, and if we bring more heat in 2025, maybe the tide turns. I believe it, Raider Nation. What do you think of these stats? Let me know below. Now, let's dream up 3 scenarios for 2025. 1. Tyreek Hill returns to the Chiefs and becomes a problem with Mahomes slinging bombs to him, a nightmare for our secondary. 2. Maxx Crosby leads a Raiders defense that finally stops Mahomes, with sacks and turnovers that flip the game. 3. The Raiders shock the entire AFC West and become the team nobody wants to face. Which one do you see happening, Raider Nation? I'll spill it. My heart's on scenario 2. Imagine Crosby sacking Mahomes in front of 65,000 screaming fans at Allegiant Stadium, us beating Kansas City, and sending a message to the league. But I want to hear from you, which future gets you hyped. Drop it in the comments, because this convo's just getting started. Raider Nation, it's your turn. What did you think of Crosby's words on the rush? Do you agree with him about Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen? Or do you think the Raiders could be the real terror of the AFC? I want every take, every war cry, because this channel's ours, and together we're making the noise the Chiefs will fear. And one more. Does Tyreek Hill coming back to the Chiefs scare you, or does it make you want to see our defense shut him down? Lay your predictions in the comments, because I read it all and love this black and silver energy. Let's make this video blow up with your thoughts. Maybe we'll predict the Las Vegas Raiders' future together. Breaking Las Vegas Raiders news alert. Checking the official site in Raiders.com. The team just added Darius Rush, a former Chiefs cornerback, to our practice squad on February 21st, 2025. The guy's 6 feet 2 inches, 198 pounds, and could be a smart pickup to handle speedsters like Tyreek Hill down the road. Is this a sign of what's coming? I dug deeper. Rush was drafted by the Colts in 2023, bounced through Kansas City and Pittsburgh, and now he's with us. It's the kind of savvy move that could add depth to our secondary, and I'm already picturing him training with Crosby to become a rival's nightmare. Stay tuned, because I'll bring more on this next video. What do you think of this signing? So, Raider Nation, what do we got? Maxx Crosby stoking the rivalry flames, Mahomes and Hill in the spotlight, and the Raiders ready to prove we're not here to play around. 2025 could be the year we silence the haters, dethrone the kings, and raise the black and silver shield high. I feel in my chest, and I know you do too. That's the Las Vegas Raiders spirit. Never back down, never bow out, always fight. Crosby's leading the charge, and we're right behind him, screaming, just win, baby, until our throats give out. Let's make this year epic, because Raider Nation deserves it. And I want you with me on this road to glory. If this got your blood pumping, smash that like button to power up the Black and Silver Nation. Every click's a war cry against the Chiefs. Drop your 2025 predictions in the comments, your takes on Crosby, Mahomes, and Hill, because I want that comment section popping with Raiders passion. And don't stop there. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you don't miss any Las Vegas Raiders news. And share this video with the crew who loves this team as much as we do. Together, we're going to grow this channel like the Raiders spirit. Until next time, Raider Nation, and remember, victory's in our DNA.